Saturday Showdown. Guangdong Freaks versus Leaf Sandbox.
Or Blind Crank, question mark?
Blind Crank. Oh, I can see his eyes right there. He's fine. The set also a consideration. Life has hovered this multiple times.
Set's pretty good into Rel. We talked about this on the space a few times. It's come up a few times actually for Life, and he's played it a ton. But they're just expecting the Rel pick here. Considering this comp has changed quite a bit with this Azir, it's not as all-in, it's not as divey. Similar situation here with the Renata Glass. It's not really going to be a straight-up dive composition. It has a lot of scaling win conditions here. You have the Jack side lane issue that Hunter Life are going to struggle to deal with. Azir.
Yeah, a lot of comfort on that side. Aiming 6-0 on Kai, so we'll see if he can hit 7 tonight as we hop on the rift for game number 1. So just looking to crash and get in there quickly.
Pings coming down as well, danger pings. They know he's likely over here.
Kingan's doing a great job of keeping him around, already winning here in terms of the pressure he's putting on. But at the end of the day, another cube will come in. Kane will be fine, and that certainly gives it away that Grizzly could be here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to commit to this one, Grizzly, especially with Cuz here. Cuz is going to come Shadow. He's just going to teleport back to lane.
Yeah. And Keena's flash, and like you said, that would just be a little bit too aggressive. So just let it go.
Across the map here, KT don't have massive advantages, right? 10 CS deficit here on the bot 2v2, 10 CS deficit in the top lane.
Look for Cuz. He just hit level 6 on the enemy red, and
he's coming.
Hens and aiming are baiting this so well. Life is going to hit level 6, though, but Viper just picks up first blood before he even gets here. As now we're looking for a dive. Unbreakable Will. Life looking to set this one up. Meanwhile, a gank in mid. BDD's going to go down as aiming will survive, and this will be successful in the bottom lane, at least for KT. A double kill for aiming on that gank.
As, it's not a massive advantage. Okay, ult Grizzly.
Here, Grizzly, no flash to use it on the gank in mid, and the entire team is coming down here to get a little piece of the action, but it's just going to be BDD and Cuz who make the kill happen and give that kill over to Azir.
Set up on objective. Speaking of which, Hanwha Life trying to rush this down.
They're trying to get in here. Kingan does have his teleport if they need it, as a TP from PDD comes out. The Sejuani ult, they're trying to get on top of this Renata Glass because Lahen's on the flash. We do have Cuz in the backline as Viper taking a lot of focus here. He is able to get away from that dive of the side of KT. Rolster Q coming in. Cuz just going to flash away. In comes Zeka looking in with Grizzly. Gets the KT jungler down. And finally, the first member of either team goes down in this fight.
Yeah, Lahen's looking for the ult, and he's just going to have to back out of here. This was such a messy fight on both sides, as I think HLE should be able to secure this Rift Arrow. They're going to see the teleport from Keen.
Yeah, the KT are not giving this one up. Some low health bars on the side of Hanwha Life, but at least they have 5 people alive in this game as W comes in. Counter-strike from Keen. In goes aiming immediately. He gets pulverized here, and down he will go. Going a little bit too aggressive as now Keen very much in that backline. Another Counter-strike, though, and a headbutt away as Life is doing so much in this game, but not quite enough as Kingan is left alone. And now
bailout?
A bailout. Will he get it? Yes, he will! As the takedown comes down and a triple kill is given to Keen on the Jax. On an Alistair in this one. And it was a close fight, so I understand Lahen's he's very hyped. He's still there, he's waiting, and he is so fed at this point in time as they are just gonna try to kill the Vi, and down he will go. Cuz is out, the smite is in, and BDD gonna sweep them up the slicing Maelstrom, trying to save that back line. But take a look at the front line as well. Zeka getting in onto aiming, but he will survive. And KT are going to take this fight in a huge way, but at least Hanwha Life Esports, they picked up that trade.
Probably not, at the end of the day. Okay, aiming.
Aiming dead? There you go. Zeka just going miles under the turret.
That is very, very critical, but 2 turrets are going to fall. There's no front to back in this situation anymore. And you see, this is the solo kill here onto aiming. Well played. Using the Gale Force for some additional range. And it's a carrot cake, right? It's got the flame on top, but you're going to need that 4th one.
Here we go again. Zeka. Okay, he's going to get away from that ult somehow. Not sure how he managed
Unbind the soul. Okay, Zeka, he's greedy.
Yeah, this is not the spot. Down he goes. That is just free. You're talking about cake. He's eating it too. Cuz going to pick that one up, and now with Zeka gone, you've got A fed Azir, you've got a fed Kai'Sa, you've got a fed Jax, just gone. I mean,
the control is so good.
Grizzly gonna get stunned here, and you can just smite it away. Down it goes. The Baron is dead, as Keen might have to pay for it with his life, but he flashes away, and the Moonlight Vigil is dodged here as King is getting in, and Aiming is in the backline, going insane right now as they way overextend in this fight. HLE Esports desperate to take a fight after the Baron. Instead, they give a bunch of kills over to Aiming, who is just lapping them up right now. Guys to play, and yes, it was 5v4, but Cannon. Wow, Aiming, that was good. That was crazy.
And I mean, it's also, you know, somewhat set up by Lehens as well. Like, he layers that hostile takeover, so Aiming just sees that, and he's like, Viper's dead. There's nothing he can do. He can't hit me.
In the one gank, he immediately came back and won a team fight for the team. So what are you going to do? KT are just unstoppable. They're zoning them away with a real zoning ultimate that comes out, and now they're just ganging up on Grizzly. As he is taking a huge amount of damage. That's that Evolve W coming in, and yeah, 1R in as he sees blood in the water once again. Zeka pretty much done as Cuz maybe a little bit too far there. Maybe a little bit, and down he will go. Viper a little bit scary, as so is King. Gonna push the Slicing Maelstrom in as they have the exhaust, and it is enough. They're too far ahead. Even Zeka is gonna try his hand at this, but not going to have much luck. A lot of low health bars here, but that is 3 inhibitors for KT Rolster.
Not sure if trolling or proving a point. He's like, I think we still kill him, actually. Yeah. I think we actually still win. I think we're that ahead. I'm just going to put that Slice of Maelstrom on top of my team and still win it.
Wow.
KT 20 kills to 7. KT, by the way, the team with the biggest kill discrepancy in the LCK by a huge margin. Wow. Someone else is going to have to break that record before that can be wiped from history. This is such a dominant team right now, and despite some hiccups for BDD in the early game, Veigar also was a pick that he's picked in this exact situation.
There you go.
When they were tested last time around with all of those mid bans. So another pick that's also fantastic into dive. You want to engage with Rel, Yone, Poppy, even Sejuani. The Veigar Cage, the Event Horizon, is going to block a lot of that.
Vi, who's considered kind of an OP pick at this point in time. But either way, we'll see if the execution is there as we hop on the rip for game 2.
I mean, Rookie of the Year, it's done. We don't even, if you're actually voting for anyone else, like, your vote's taken away in my mind. But
yeah, eventually, once he does go in that tri-brush, but no. He's going to back away, puts down a ward of his own, gets started on...
He's baiting this.
Rift Scuttler, and yeah, trying to bait this one in, but King not going to bite the bait. Very safe laner in his own right in July.
He was steadfast right now in this current point.
Oh, little engage coming in from the hands, getting life under the turret, but it's first blood for Viper as flash forward, but the Ignite still gets in. Guess who's here again? It's Cuz at level 6 as Viper does have flash though, and he is going to get away. This Q is not in range. He's just Ghost and Flash, and he survives.
He's going to back away. Doesn't want to get Void Seekered here by aiming
Void
either.
sought.
Yeah.
Grizzly around and waiting for this gank. Flash available for BDD. Cuz is here as well as the Unbound Soul comes through. Gonna catch him on that soul, but Grizzly is here. I think BDD, oh, they're gonna get caught by that one as the Sentinel comes in onto the Viper as well. And now Cuz is in a lot of trouble, and they are stacking up that permafrost. He just goes down. It's a double kill for HLE Esports in the mid lane.
Keen knowing the jungler is there, wants to put some pressure up here on the top side, but will go down. And unfortunately, it's just mistimed. Sejuani to deal with. They still force this to be a kill. Zeka very happy about the turnaround there. As Lehens constantly, every time we come out of a replay, I'm like, is Lehens in danger? Just don't have any real angles here outside of winning team fights this time around. Same 2 Drake lead.
Double control ward as KT are kind of falling apart at the seams here just a little bit.
It's definitely not ideal to see that. It's a lot of money down the hole. This time he's in trouble.
Yeah, he is going to get that one done, the Unbreakable Soul, as now Lehens gets another ult to the face. Just no helping him. As, you know, you can only play chicken for so long before they just use 3 ults and kill you. Yeah. Zeka not respecting the potential rotation, a TP even from Keen to come in. He does have ult and flash and 3rd Q, so he says, see you later, as now the flash stun comes in. BDD in a lot of trouble. He does have flash. as he will get over the wall to his team as the re-engage from Cuz is onto the Rel. Do they have the damage? Yes, they absolutely do. As BDD even holds onto his ult, and that's a much more damage to come in onto the Xayah, who goes down without an ultimate herself. So Viper also taken out, and KT just flash owning Viper with the Counter-Strike, and the Jax has been so critical in so many games.
Speaking of,
and now Viper has the Feather Storm, has the Flash, but now Life once again is going to get caught. Huge feather damage though, as Keen still jumping into the backline, has another Counter-Strike. No leap for him though. Should eventually go down. This could be a big shutdown as he is going to leap, but goes down to Zeka. This time around, Hamalive Esports will take advantage of KT's aggression.
And is able to save the fight, doing so much damage, and then Zeka comes in to try to help commit to kill Keen. His life has been found again.
Yeah, he just keeps getting caught, man. He is not going to get over that wall as the Vi is here, aiming is here. Viper going to try to pull back some feathers once again, and they don't want to go too aggressive, but they do. Cuz now gets caught out as Zeka is right there to help out the team on this Baron. And Cuz is around, but the keeper's verdict, and away goes the jungler. It's free Baron, just like that. The power of the Poppy showing its face once again.
And we are getting now to the late game where Viper has, you know, a ton of opportunities to pop off and carry. At least Jax has some alone time in the bottom lane, but there's no threat here. He's dealing with super minions.
Well, let's see the engage as we have the cage down. BDD in a little bit of trouble. Lahens as well, just trying to frontline, but the damage was way too much as the ult is stopwatched. So BDD just doesn't have the damage. In goes the Xayah. The Feather Storms are pulled back, and down goes the Veigar. And that's a couple of guys already gone on the side of KT. Baron buff is gone. Doesn't matter. Hamalive Esports pushing 5v2 in this case.
I mean, Keen does have flash, so you have to be respectful of it. But as long as they don't get hit by a big Counter-Strike here, they could definitely push for more. At least this inhibitor is going to go down. Keen had to back, so that's a huge success in itself here. Cuz going to tank all of this damage.
Yeah, pretty insane what he's able to get done. And now this
has
presence, and Keen is just going to get caught out. There's not much of a wave, but it's like a leaky faucet. I mean, drip by drip, Hamalive Esports just keep getting bit by bit in this one as the W is going to hit, but I don't think you want to get into that aiming. But at this point, you're feeling a bit desperate, perhaps. Maybe you want to stop some backs, but you're not really getting much as another Yone ult's going to come in here, this time onto an Alistar.
Well, Hens didn't have ult, but he's just going to walk it out. This is so frustrating for KT because they're not getting, okay,
no Feather Storm, the Flash not here, and down he goes.
Massive.
Okay, that's the end of the Xayah, but unfortunately there's no objectives. At least they do get the shutdown here for their Kai'Sa, though.
They will get the shutdown for the Kai'Sa, you know, who's sitting on 2 items, and a lot of time is being bought here. I mean, ultimately, that one cannon minion is all they're pushing with here. The bottom inhibitor has respawned. Hanwha, you're going to have to be a little bit more decisive, I think. I mean, it's still in a fantastic position, but feels like something better should have occurred at this point in time as they're just so worried about Lahens' flank that they're sticking together.
The weave, and they are going to get it in here because Caught has to flash away. That's the flash now down for a potential engage from that guy as here comes the cow, and a big engage comes in. Viper does not have a lot of health, but Keen has to go in, and Viper goes into a stopwatch, but they have backline access. There's the Counter-Strike, but the rest of the team is just gone, and Zeka is too fed at this point as Keen will have to literally 1v4 if he wants to win this game. I don't think it's happening this time around, Wolf.
Does not look like it. KT, the streak is over. Finally stopped as Lahens trying to hold waves now. They do not want to lose this game, but it is definitely inevitable. As Keen, he has Zhonya's.
Holding on. And there is the Counter-Strike, the unbreakable will. Keen, again, I said it before, he has to 1v4. He's got some help from the Vi. Maybe another Counter-Strike. That's a 4-man stun, but it just doesn't matter. As down will go the Jax, and down will go the Alistar, plus the Nexus. It's a 1+1 deal. Down goes the Nexus, and that will be Hamalive Esports breaking the streak.
He's just so good at Xayah. It is insane what he's able to accomplish here. And we have, for the first time in 7 series, a series on our hands now. This is going to 3.
It's so Hamalive Esports we're focusing on early on in the draft is being countered bit by bit here, but now Rumble saving this counter pick for Kingen.
I don't like this one that much, to be honest with you, Valdez. Feels very squishy. The Gnar is a lot safer here into the Renekton and is going to be a lot more difficult to actually lock down and dive. The Rumble just felt like Aiming is like, okay, I'm going to hold it down here with Lehens. Go topside, cuz if you pick Rumble, you just get dove repeatedly. The Renekton gets ahead, demolishes those turret plates, and then you have a disaster.
It might just have to be. We'll have to see what Grizzly can get done in terms of value with the Viego into this comp as well. He has been so strong on this pick. Can he do it in Game 3 with all the marbles on the line? Let's jump onto the Rifts.
First, I was about to go into like a bit of a monologue, Valdez, about how a lot of people look at this position and go, oh, he's just picking for comfort. But I think this is absolutely a confidence pick here, where Hanwha Life are like, no, give me, he's saying to the coaching staff, give me the Akali. I will prove once again I can carry on this into his ears. Gage already here.
Yeah. A lot of glacial augment in the bottom lane nowadays. Just crisscrossing there between the two.
Had to take backflip. It's going to be like, you need to catch back up somehow.
Well, you have mid prio, so Cuz immediately wants to take this fight. Grizzly is soon realizing that that was a mistake, has to flash himself. You gotta understand that your Akali, especially down a flash, is never going to be able to help out in that scenario.
Yeah, and as confident as you may be, as this matchup has gone both ways. The early game strong for the Azir, team fighting prowess is there. The Akali, obviously great, and can go through the Emperor's Divide and do a lot of work. 13-4 match. Their chances of getting first place seem pretty good as okay.
Oh, so much for downtime. He's just dead. Oh, BDD maybe able to skirt away. And again, no flash here for Zeka. That was easy kill if he had it up.
Is KT posturing for a contest? BDD can shuffle.
Getting in, BDD is going to catch the Nautilus as life is going to go down, but let's look at the follow-up here. Down goes the Azir. Tons of damage is gone. Grizzly is getting some resets. They're trying to take him out, and they do, as Zeka in the backline here will take out Cuz. That's a double kill now for Zeka, as meanwhile, we got Keen making his way down from the top lane. But a low dragon, no smite for either team.
And Keen is going to push the mid wave here. Viper trying to find an angle here for potential steal.
1Q could potentially do it. It's not going to happen. They have to turn onto the Eclipse Leona. But again, Keen is here as another pullback. And Lehens goes down, stun onto Zeka. But he has flashback up as here comes Keen. One more auto will do it. No, it's not quite enough. Zeka walks it off. And Keen is not able to help out too much in this fight.
I didn't have his Q available there either. This is where things start to get a little bit more comfortable for the Gnar. Obviously, it's a ranged matchup, but when you have that extra speed as BDD.
He does have it. Oh, he dodges the Emperor's Divide as Flash is there for BDD. But again, it's just Flash gone, Emperor's Divide gone. More power to the Hanwha Life Esports mid lane. You know, your Azir is going to be saying bye-bye real quick as the Featherstorm forced here. Nice trade for Lehens. His Viper's still getting in there. And now aiming, following up there after the recall. Will take a advantageous trade.
Very scary the amount of ways they can lock this Akali down though, and that's okay. Viper,
he's sticking around. I mean, he's just dead. I don't know why he's staying there. He has flash, thought he could get away. That's not the case. Now they're just going in onto the Azir who doesn't have flash, and there it is. The Shuriken was held by Zeka, picks up a 4th kill. Will he get any more here as he's got Grizzly on Azir of all champions that he was able to steal, goes back in, but now Keen and Kingen are in this fight as a big re-engage comes in from KT. Grizzly's taken out. He's not able to get that value on the Viego. And continuing fights here from Kingen, trying to keep this one alive, but it's not going to happen.
Gnar, but also the playground of the Renekton. As will Aiming get punished by this teleport? I think the answer is yes.
Aiming, yeah, there's no hope for him. He doesn't have ult, no flash, no heal, no nothing, no life anymore. Zeka takes a 5th kill for his Akali in the game.
But look at the gold here. KT's starting to get some advantages elsewhere, and as KT can make the decision to actually try to collapse on and kill Kingen here on the bottom lane, but they will, of course, lose prio on the dragon.
Solo him?
I don't know about that.
I guess
no Gnar.
Mini Gnar, probably, right? As he's got red buff too. Kingen taking a huge chunk of damage, and Amy's just coming down here, picking up a solo kill just like that. Just takes him out. Kingen had no idea that that would ever happen. A very tricky play Kingen was obviously not expecting, and it gets them a Drake here, an Infernal Drake, as the grasp comes through. That's just dead life. Life is just gone from the fight as now Cuz and lands the front line. Here's Zeka on the back line, lands that Shuriken.
Where's the Shroud?
Stopwatch is getting so much value for BDD, and Zeka just dies. It's just a free shutdown for the Kaisa. Aiming is level 16 in this game as Viper's like, man, I wish I had some kind of front line in this game. I guess I don't.
No, he does not.
Grizzly goes away, and that should be Baron here for KT unless Grizzly's got the masterful steal. Let's see if he's got the angle here.
He only has flash.
And he's just going to have to flash away. They hold on to the Baron. They don't know exactly where he is, though. And, oh, that was close. Very, very close, but not going to happen. Grizzly goes down. Nice try, and KT have run away with this game now. Yeah, it's not coming home for Amalite Esports.
Okay, potential flank.
Well, let's see. Okay, he does get the hook, but that pesky little rock is in the way. He's going to be fine. Meganar is coming in here. Keen a little bit of trouble. Cuz trying to frontline, but down he goes. King immediately traded back, and BDD just going to sweep up that Viego into this one. Zeka trying his best. Viper trying his best. Kiting it back, but Aiming goes in, gets the shutdown, and Aiming will be able to carry this game. It's a triple kill for the Kaisa, and Zeka is all alone. Lands a shuriken, but he's up against Aiming a BDD with Lahens just chaperoning them into the base.
Hanwha Life coming alive.
That's it. Down he goes, just like a wet piece of toilet paper, just disappears, and down will go the Nexus. That is the 2-0 for KT Rolster. 9 series wins in a row. They break their franchise record, and KT Rolster are looking stronger than ever. Kaisa. Imagine giving Aiming. All right, what's going on here? It's a snake. It's a viper?
Yeah, it's a viper.
I guess. Whoa!
Oh man, some lucky fans. They're gonna have to rip that snake in two. I think 2 of them got it. I don't know who's gonna end up winning out on that one. But okay, no, he got it.
Away. Yeah.
Oh, he got it. Feels bad to be the guy with the Michigan shirt next to him, but
his friend's like, oh goddamn.
It's not the meta we're in right now, unfortunately. That'll be his 2nd loss, I believe, of the season on the Akali.
Yeah, rough times for that one. And
thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POG Interview translation. We're here joined by Aiming on the side of Nick, who just got his solo POG with his 9th consecutive match win. Congratulations. After a 3-game series, you finally won, and let's hear how you feel. HLE definitely has a good momentum, but I'm really happy that we were able to keep our consecutive victory. Although dropping a game meant that you didn't break the record, 17-game winning streak means you tied with the highest consecutive wins in the single LCK season record. We don't really put much thought into making records, but you know, it's nice, and we're just satisfied about the win today. It looks like you picked Kaisa in all 3 games. So I'm wondering how important Kaisa is for you. I feel like Kaisa can definitely be a core for your team. A lot of strength to her. She's a champion that has a lot of strength as an AD carry. In game 1, there is a serious wombo combo that you and Lihans pulled today. Let's take a look at the replay. It's right here. So Renata had ulted here, and Kaisa had followed up so flawlessly. And was it Lihans' call to try something? We were trying to back away while fighting, and we saw a really good angle, and I had killer's instinct up, and I got that instinct and to go in, and it actually turned out as well as we planned. And it was my call to actually go ahead and make that split-second decision. And Aiming, you are becoming the symbol of secure plays. Did you know that you have scored the lowest average death this summer? Is there a secret to not having a lot of deaths? It's because my teammates do really well for me, and whenever I team fight, there's just not an opening for me to die. There's EDD, Lehans, Kazkeen, so they just don't let me die. And KT's winning streak had come to an end at game 2. So what kind of discussion did your team have prior to game 3? Seems like it was a game. We went into game 3 after a very long time, but mostly we just wanted to go in with a pretty good mental mindset. No pressure. In game 3, the enemy HLE got a lot of kills early, making the game more difficult. So what was the plan to deal with her? No, I paid attention to the mid lane. I feel like BDD's mental was a little boom, and I wanted to make fun of him, but I didn't want to make it even worse. So we just told him, hey, okay, we can win. So since we have won the game, I'm sure his mental has healed. And in the last interview, Keen said that he would put in some effort in coming up with a nickname for you in aiming. So what's the verdict? Yeah, we don't have a nickname yet, but for him to give me a nickname, I feel like he just has to be on the stage. So hopefully he makes it to the stage as player of the game next time. Do you happen to have a nickname that your teammates call you by? Not really. Just Haram, God, Prince, maybe Prince. I'm sure we can get confirmation from Keen next time when he gets POG. And with your 9th consecutive match win, setting a new record for the team, your next opponent will be DRX. All the teams in LCK are very good, so we'll make sure that we prepare well and make sure we win. This will be the end of the interview with Amy, and back to the space.